Small Screen Reviews with Clint Baker.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Clint Baker coming to you with another small screen review of The Bad Batch. I'm going to do a quick recap and just go over what happened this episode. But first, I need you guys to do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe this video. Smash that like button. And, you know how it goes. It's your support and spreading the word that makes this channel grow, and we appreciate it. So, guys, let's jump into it. This is Bad Batch episode 4, and this was a fun episode, but it was also a really short episode. This was a 26-minute episode. This is the shortest one we've gotten so far, and it was good. They start out in their ship. They're trying to find a place to go, and they say, okay, we need to go to Idaflor. That's it. There's nobody there. There's no inhabitants on that planet. It's a perfect place to hide. But then they look at things, and they say, well, we don't have any fuel, and we don't have any rations. We got no food or fuel. We need to stop. And then also it comes to their attention. They say, hey, our ship's signature is trackable now, so we need to do something. And Tech says, I can make that. I can fix that. I can scramble the signature and we'll be good, but we got to land somewhere close so I can get down on the ground and fix that, fix the ship. And then we'll move forward. And they need supplies anyway. So the closest place is Pantora. So they land in Pantora. Of course, Wrecker is going to have to stay with Tech at the ship, and he's like, oh, why do you guys get to go out sightseeing? And Omega's going to go with Hunter and Echo, and she's excited, of course, because she gets to see stuff. So, like, woohoo! And she's, never been off Camino, so this is going to be exciting for her. Well, they go out, and the other two stay with the ship. First thing that happens is the guy at the bay, he says, well, I'm going to have to scan your ship. And he's like, no, you're not. What? Yeah. And pretty much he's like, yeah, if you give me a little something right here, we're good. And it took him a second to get it. They give him some credits, and then he's like, hey, this civilian life's not too bad. Like, we're figuring it out, So anyway, of course, the first thing that guy does is go back to his office and say, hey, I found that ship that you're looking for. If you give me some money. So he's playing both sides. So anyway, get out in Pantora, where you got Hunter and Echo walking around with Omega, and they go to this shop, and they have some explosives and things that they're going to try and trade for credits so they can get some food and supplies and stuff. And he's not offering him very much, and it's kind of like a pawn shop. It's like, oh, I'll give you this much, this much, this much, and then he looks over, and Echo is wearing a mask, and it makes him look like a droid. He's got his robot hand and everything, and so he's like, I'll give you 3,000 credits for the droid. So they end up selling him, and he just says, play along. We'll come get you later, And so okay, so they get some credits, and then right in the middle of all this, Omega has a little doll that she's been playing with, and a little dog-like creature grabs it, and she chases him, chases the thing off. It's like, hey, come back. And this is the classic scene where the kid gets separated from the gang. And next thing you know, you see and hear Fennec Shand. That's right. Fennec Shand, played by Ming-Na Wen. So there's going to be some serious action here. Like, anytime Fennec Shand's in the house, there's some action. And sure enough, she goes up. She's like, hey there, little girl. Need some help? Are you lost? Let me help you out. And I was just chilling. As soon as I heard her voice, I perked up. I go, okay, stuff's about to get real. And it did. And so Hunter goes off looking for her, approaches, and he's like, get away from the lady, and get away from her, and instantly turns into a gunfight, and it turns into a really exciting gunfight chase. They got air speeders going through, they're chasing each other, going through tunnels, hanging off of towers, falling, landing on another speeder, jumping from speed. It turns into an exciting scene, and it's fun. And of course, they all step in to try and help the kid, and Fennec Shand kicks everybody's ass one at a time separately, because she's a badass. So finally, they all get back to the ship, and then they peace out and they get out of there. Oh, another thing that was cool is while Echo was pretending to be a droid, he pretty much liberated the droids that he was in there with, and they needed some help to get the ship ready quickly. So he's like, "Come on, guys, let's do this." And And anyway, so he takes their bolt off and they go down there and fix the ship. So I thought that was pretty funny. He's like, "Oh, I've got a bunch of it's going to take a whole bunch of worker droids to do this." He's like, "Oh, I got that. Come on, guys." So it was cool. Like it was a fun episode. They get the ship, they get out of there, and then Fennec Shan, sure enough, goes over and actually tosses coin to the guy who called her. He thought he was in trouble, and she's like, "Thanks. If you see him again, you know how to get a hold of me." It was cool, it was action-packed adventure. I'm hoping she flips sides and ends up on their team. It was fun. It was a fun action thing. Again, it was a 26-minute episode. It was a short episode, which makes this a short review. But yeah, definitely fun, and I definitely am looking forward to seeing her in the future. So yeah, and more Bad Batch just in general. So we're approaching episode 5 next. So I can't wait. And of course, next week I'm going to be back with you guys covering that, talking all about it, and we'll see what happens next week. That was Cornered, Bad Batch Episode 4, review by Clint Baker, over and out. See you guys next time. It's like, hey, come back.